What is climate change to you? How does it affect your life? Well, climate change is the long-term shifts in temperature and weather patterns. Human activities have been the main driver of climate change, primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil and gas, which produces heat-trapping gases. These gases get absorbed, mostly carbon dioxide, by the Earth's massive sponge, the ocean, which ends up damaging the biodiversity of marine ecosystems that live in the water. This changes the order of life cycles, causing endangerment to species or even extinction. Climate change is a major issue for society due to the ocean getting affected by human activity, rapidly damaging the ocean. According to Biodictionary, climate change causes wide-ranging effects, including changes to pH, nutrients, oxygen context, and acidification. These changes are causing harm to the biodiversity of ocean communities, particularly in polar regions of the planet. Climate change is affecting the Earth's northern and southern poles at a faster rate than anywhere else. Health of polar marine ecosystems is tied to sweet water temperatures and the amount of sea ice present. Biology Dictionary says, these factors influence the growth and reproduction of organisms, food sources, and the biochemical cycles of the region. An example of the effects of climate change on the ocean's communities is reduced amount of sea ice in the area, which is reducing the number of krill as crucial food source. Another example is the species of getutu penguins and fur seals. They are migrating to different areas due to the ocean temps rising. Water warmers cause other things like coral bleaching, which in turn impacts coral reef ecosystems and are home to a large amount of marine biodiversity, and provide sources of food for people on Earth. According to Frontiers in Marine Science, there are 4 types of strategies to reduce the scale of impacts on climate change on the bio of marine ecosystems. These are reduction of atmospheric greenhouse gas concentrations, solar rayon measurement, production of biota and ecosystems, manipulation of biological and ecological adaptation. The first one is reduction of atmospheric greenhouse gas concentrations. This is done by reducing the amount of greenhouse gases, for example, using less electricity. Using less electricity, like replacing inconsistent light bulbs with LED. In action is solar radiation management, SRM. It is trying to reflect some of the amount of incoming solar energy back into space before the energy can be trapped by the gases that produce the greenhouse effect. Strategies being taken for SRM are reflective crops or white roofs on buildings could provide some localized cooling, and marine cloud brightening would involve introducing saltwater particles from the ocean up into the cloud layer. The third action is protection of biota and ecosystems. The strategies being used are protecting natural habitats. Human impact on the Earth has an impact on biodiversity. Doing small things like making nature reserves and national parks can protect the environment. All of these actions being taken to help and prevent further damage by climate change to the ocean and biodiversity of marine ecosystems. The effectiveness of these strategies is only helping a little bit, but it won't be enough in the long run. Humans need to decrease our footprint on the Earth to make a decreased climate change and the impact it has on marine ecosystems. Because if we don't, we will run out of resources that come from the ocean. Example, seafood. So what does climate change mean to you? How does it affect your life? Climate change isn't invisible. It is happening around me and you every day. While you are sitting back watching TV, carrying on with your life, our world is dying, and our generation is the last one to do something to help prevent further damage. And if we don't do something, there will not be no world to live on anymore. Thank you.